What is being done right now to protect the inauguration? We need this much support. How bad are these threats?
Yeah, well, let me just tell you where I am right now, because I got to tell you, this is really a stark picture here. We're at 3rd in Pennsylvania. The cement barriers are up, and look at the National Guard troops who are here. This is a unit from Virginia. They're all standing about, 7 feet apart or so. They've all got their M4 semi-automatic weapons. And this is right in front of the Capitol building, right in front of the Capitol building. And now we're going to go down the street, you guys. Take a look, Stephanie. Down the street, as far as the eye can see, National Guard troop after soldier, all of them standing all the way around the perimeter of the Capitol building. So we've got thousands of National Guard troops on the exterior of the Capitol building, on the inside of the Capitol building. And by the time this weekend comes, we expect about 20,000 in total. Cesar, can we do a 180? Let's go down here. Look at this, Stephanie. This is Pennsylvania Avenue. And look at all the way down Pennsylvania Avenue, blocked off. We've got big cement trucks, or I should say dump trucks, and snow plows all blocking the streets here. And this is a major security operation here with these National Guard troops. And then on top of them, there are thousands of federal and local police officers. Trying to drive into D.C. is virtually impossible. The streets are blocked off here. As to your question about the threat, listen, the FBI intelligence experts, the Capitol Police, members of Congress who've been briefed, they are describing multiple very serious and credible threats from extremist right-wing organizations bent on violence, and that these groups are plotting in encrypted chat rooms online, and that their attitude, according to some experts, is that it's now or never. That they've been building up for this event, that they gave it their best shot last Wednesday, and now with the FBI and police nationwide in a massive manhunt to track down any of the people involved in that insurrection, the threat is now very serious. That said, can I just make an editorial point here? Please. I mean, this is American patriotism right here, right? You've got these soldiers, these troops from the National Guard defending their own capital, in the nation's capital. The biggest, right now, more troops are here in D.C. than are based in Afghanistan or Iraq or Syria, for that matter. So this is really a disturbing picture of America at this very minute. Back to you, Stephanie.
It's a reminder. It was a week ago that Ivanka Trump called those rioters patriots. Patriots are the men and women standing behind Tom Costello, not people in homemade fur pelts, horns, and Nazi T-shirts. Ken, let's talk about the FBI, because the FBI's Washington field office got an F for fighting domestic terrorism. A, who gives them an F, and how is that even possible? This isn't school.
Stephanie, the FBI has an inspection division, and they spent 18 months doing a forensic analysis of the Washington field office's domestic terrorism operations. And they found that they were both ineffective and inefficient. This was back in 2018. They found that there wasn't good intelligence, there wasn't good sources, and what intelligence they did have, they weren't properly sharing with local agencies, including the Capitol Police. And while an FBI spokesperson told me that they've improved since then, we saw some of these issues in advance of this riot, where we saw the head of that Washington field office first say they had no intelligence that there was going to be any violence, and then later acknowledge, yes, they did have some intelligence. He said they shared it with the Capitol Police. The Capitol Police top officials said they never saw it. So clearly there is a disconnect here, and it goes back to the issue, Stephanie. Experts and former FBI agents will tell you that domestic extremism has never gotten the priority at the FBI that international terrorism has gotten, and even Americans connected to Al-Qaeda and ISIS. They've been reticent to go after these people. Let's just hope that that is changing now, Stephanie.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.